A confident and well-dressed group of 76ers making their way to the locker room earlier on, looking for success on their home court. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. A look from above the incredible City Hall building here at our broadcast location tonight, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports. Joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. GA, it's all yours.
Well, some say Jrue Holiday is the best defender in the league that no one talks about. He said, "I don't need any accolades."
What a great attitude. He is a monster on defense. David, thank you. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
And right now, he's in one of those grooves where he has a tremendous feel for the game. His assist numbers these past 5 look a lot different than from the rest of the season. And by different, I mean better.
Now the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. And it's Ball in at the point. And for Philadelphia, the talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. Then it's Josh Richardson. Then it's Simmons. You know, for a while, Smitty, there was some talk of eliminating conferences altogether. But the East has begun to turn things around and starting to emerge again.
You know, Kevin, me and you have been around a long time. It's going to always flip-flop back and forth. It was the East and it was the West. And I think right now the East right now is turning that corner. In a couple of years, it'll probably be the dominant conference. I like the way it is. I don't want to see him eliminate conferences.
I agree. Good point. Now, here's Ball. Now the pass to Favors. Baseline J on the way, and he knocks down the jumper.
This is what you want, delivering the ball to Favors where he doesn't have to put it on the deck.
Pass to Horford. Embiid trying to break loose. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Here's Holiday following the basket by Al Horford. Favors trying to break free. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Horford.
This is a tough kid. Holiday's fought through injuries. He's a physical player and a fearless player as well.
And with all the uncertainty in New Orleans last season, Jrue Holiday staying focused on winning games.
You know, Kevin, with everything he's been through, whether it's his injuries, his wife dealing with her own health scare, it gives you perspective on things.
First free throw is good.
One of the better defenders in the league, Jrue Holiday embraces the challenge.
Both free throws good from Jrue Holiday. And defending the top scorers in the league is no picnic, but Jrue Holiday says it's fun for him.
That's what he grew up on. He comes from a basketball family. Defense was a topic of conversation at the dinner table.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
It's good. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Pass to Embiid. 76ers moving the ball around. That shot misses.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
And the dunk by Williamson.
The underrated vision of Holiday. I like it when he's distributing, and I think his coach does as well.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. And that one drops for him. And that's now 6 points for Horford.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Ball, the pass to Williamson. on defense, the 76ers, trailing by 2. He kicks to Ingram. 6 to shoot. Pass to Holiday.
I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just one so far.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
And Derek Favors with the slam.
The chemistry Favors has with his teammates is outstanding. Really punches the basket through the rim on these alley-oop jams.
Embiid against Favors. Embiid kicks to Simmons. Inside, Ingram with the steal. And pushing it up, here's New Orleans. No one near Williamson as he lets it go. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Back to Embiid. Now the dish to Horford. Just 5 to shoot. Jam by Embiid.
Ooh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. For New Orleans, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Holiday, no one around him. Knocks down the 3 ball. Holiday's got 7.
This is the versatility we talk about with Drew. Able to beat you with the drives and from distance.
Shoots. That one wide left.
I don't know how many misses that is in a row, but I know it's ugly.
Ingram outside. The pass to Favors. Clock at 6. Out to Ingram. Over Horford. And it's Ingram missing. The 76ers trail by 5. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Taking a look at Philadelphia. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record.
And right now for the 76ers, they've been on a tremendous run this season. All the pieces were in place coming into the year, and they haven't missed a beat. Great chemistry, great coaching, and potential to do some great things in the postseason.
Right. They knew teams would be gunning for them night in and night out. That's only fueled their commitment to putting a great product on the floor.
Now here is Holiday. 7 points in the game, and it's sent back by Horford. Here's Embiid. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Holiday with it. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. So it's the Pelicans now. Williamson dishes to Holiday. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Richardson outside. Pass to Embiid. Outside, Simmons. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Embiid. The 76ers need to get off a shot, but they recover it. For 3, Richardson drills it from outside. And this game is tied up now.
Nice shot by Josh Richardson. He gives you another guy that can extend the defense.
Passes it the ball. Fires from deep. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got his 6th rebound on the night.
And you think of the resiliency of New Orleans. It feeds into the ethos of their sports teams, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. Certainly the Pelicans have had their challenges too. Injuries, turnover, and leadership. You can't give up, though. I think that's something this organization and the fans can relate to.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year.
A matchup that only happens twice a year. These interconference battles can be a lot of fun.
The balance between East and West after years of being dominated by the West is starting to even out some.
Harris is checked in for Josh Richardson. Okafor is checked in for the Pelicans. Reddick comes in for Lonzo Ball. To the paint, here's Holiday, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
When Holiday's feeling good, he causes plenty of these, able to power through contact and finish.
The 2nd overall pick back in 2016, Brandon Ingram has shown us flashes, but whether it's defense or offense, still a ways to go.
And the 76ers making a change here. Burks is checked in. Deciding to change it up. And Greg, when you talk about Ingram, where would you look for him to make the next step in his game?
Well, in that one season at Duke, he did shoot over 40% from 3. I think becoming a reliable shooter from out there would be a key building block offensively.
Interesting, Smitty. We're seeing guys like Dirk and Vince Carter play into their 40s. I'm wondering if this is a byproduct of improved nutrition and conditioning, and if that accelerates this trend.
I think it does, Kevin. I also agree to add to that. I think the game is less physical. I think a lot of those guys are taking care of themselves, but when the game is not as physical, it's a lot more perimeter. You can play longer. I'm curious, Kevin, will anybody play into their 50s?
You know, wouldn't that be amazing? That's a good question. In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the 2nd quarter of basketball. So for New Orleans right now, they've got E'Twaun Moore. Hart is out there with ball. Then there is Jahlil Okafor, and it's Hayes in at the 4th. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. The Pelicans have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one. Derek Favors checked in for New Orleans. And that one falls for Okafor.
And this is Alvin Gentry's 4th stop as an NBA head coach. He's been working as an NBA assistant, get this, since 1988.
Over 3 decades in this league. A decade coaching in college. Worked for and with so many legendary coaches. He's seen it all.
And 4 years at Villanova for Josh Hart. Won the title back in 2016.
He just makes winning plays, hits perimeter shots, and the 30th pick in 2017, he has been solid.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. That one misses.
He wanted to get his team the lead, and even though he didn't, he should feel good. At least he tied it up.
Well, we knew that Tobias Harris would be one of the big names during free agency this past summer.
Wasn't a lot of speculation for him when free agency hit. Ends up staying with the Sixers, and I think it makes sense for both sides, and he fits nicely next to Embiid.
2nd quarter play with around 2 minutes gone so far. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Jahlil Okafor. Philadelphia shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
And he knocks down the first one. And coming into this season, questions about whether the Sixers could retain their star players. Well, Greg, they shuffled the decks, but they still have great talent.
swapping in Al Horford for Jimmy Butler, Josh Richardson for J.J. Redick. The Sixers still in the mix to come out of the East.
Got a piece of it. More. Rejected by Harris.
Great position on that play from Tobias, challenging the shot and getting a piece of it.
Pass to Bolden. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Offline from the top of the key.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else. I can't believe that went in, and I don't think he can either.
The 76ers have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Shoots. That one's good from the corner. 8 points for him.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
Richardson against Ball. The pass to Hart. Left side favors. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far. And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
And a moment now to check out who the Pelicans have coming up. On Sunday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Orlando Magic. And then on Tuesday, they'll be matching up against Kevin Durant and the Brooklyn Nets.
And looking at that Timberwolves matchup, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
Al Horford, he's checked in for James Ennis.
After having no trips to the free throw line in the first period, he's being much more aggressive now.
Inside, and so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here.
A moment here to see the numbers for Al Horford. He's getting around 8 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
It's not the monster game that we see from him occasionally, but it's still incredibly impressive.
New Orleans in the lead. All sorts of time. That one off the back iron and out. Philadelphia's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Richardson up top. Lets it fly. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Pelicans have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Hart the pass to Okafor. Drops in the layup for 2. Okafor's got 14 points for the game.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Pass to Bolden. Richardson outside. That 3 off the mark.
Still trying to find the range. He hit one in the first quarter, nothing since. And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
From deep three-point range, rebounded by Hart.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
Dishes to Moore. Back to Hart. Shoots the 3. That one, no good. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Yeah, they look right at home, except they weren't. Great job of blocking out the noise.
And it's Okafor missing.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Passes it to Bolden. Banked in off the glass. Bolden's got his first basket of the night.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Back to Hart. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Hart's got 5 points so far. Richardson outside. There's the three. Okafor grabs the miss. Okafor's got his 6th rebound on the night. Ball kicks to Hart. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
Timeout.
Ball's got 4 assists now tonight.
And Ball sets up his teammates when they're open, quick to whip it around. One of the best ball movers in the league.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
And you look at Lonzo Ball, certainly high expectations for this young man. 1 and done at UCLA. How about 2nd overall pick? That's brought some undue pressure.
Mike Scott's checked in for the 76ers. Ben Simmons comes in for Tobias Harris. The Pelicans also changing it up. Williamson is checked in for Okafor. Brandon Ingram comes in for Ejuan Moore. And it's Drew Holiday in for Hart. Here's Horford. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Favors got 4 rebounds in this game. Ray, you talk about the hype for Lonzo Ball and the pressure. Do you think that creates an additional challenge for a young player?
Yeah, he's scuffled at times, but I think the future remains very bright for that young man.
Looking to end the run. Tries again, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The 76ers have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
2 shots.
First one falls for him.
And we come back to it again and again. If you're just looking at points and rebounds, you really miss Al Horford's impact. It goes way deeper than the box score.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And some detractors have looked at Horford's stats, and Greg, they said he's not an all-star. Even Sports Talk Radio calling him average Al.
Nonsense. I mean, still a great defender, efficient scorer, elite passer as well for a big man. Then you get to his leadership. Big Al is the total package.
Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Ingram passes to Williamson. Fades, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
And he's far from just a dunker. Zion is also capable of hurting you from outside.
The 76ers again can't hit it. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Now here is Holiday. Tight defense on him. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Ingram. Scott pulls it in. 76ers trailing. Now the 76ers on the break, and he gets the bucket. 16 points for him.
And passes like that demonstrate the winning mindset Simmons has. A guy that wants to get his team involved.
Now here is Holiday. He's got 12. Good work defensively by Horford. One-on-one fast break. Got a hand on it.
And if Williamson's in the area, you better be careful. When you aren't, he's going to stifle you on the offensive end.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Favors finds Holiday. Double team on Holiday. Ingram outside over Horford. And it's Ingram missing. Philadelphia shooting 43% from the field. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
Pelicans ball.
The 76ers making a switch here. Burks is checked in, and New Orleans also making a change. Redick is checked in. Points for him. And the Pelicans making a change here. The 76ers have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9.
For Philadelphia, Joel Embiid. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Embiid. That one drops. He ties it up.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
And we'll be right back after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And so it's New Orleans with it. The talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. Then there's Ben Simmons. Then it's Josh Richardson. And that's the group for Brett Brown as we begin the second half. And so here is Philadelphia, following the shot by Drew Holiday. And they take the lead. 18 points for him. The Pelicans trail. Ball kicks to Favors. He dishes it to Holiday. Ball with a wide open look. Those three-pointers off the mark. Simmons against Ball. Unloads. And it's Williamson with the rebound. Williamson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And the dunk by Williamson.
And yeah, he's 280 pounds. We've never seen anyone hang in the air like this young man. Williamson is special.
Gets the three-pointer to fall. 7 points in the game.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Here's Holiday. He's got 14. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Shot clock at 5. Out to the right wing. Here's Ball.
Ugly start to this half, hitting just 20% from the field. Gotta pick it up.
Missed it, even after all those chances.
In a time of renewal for the Pelicans, ownership transitioning, new front office, the #1 overall pick, Zion Williamson.
Guys, after the turmoil of last season, a renewed sense of optimism. New life for this franchise.
So it's the Pelicans now. Philadelphia able to drain the three. Back to Favors. From downtown, it's hauled in by Richardson.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Here's Williamson. Philadelphia able to drain the three. He's off on that one. And the 76ers with possession. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. And it goes down 2 points.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Smitty, I heard this the other day, letting a player stay in the game after his 6th foul, but granting an extra free throw to the other team. What do you think of that?
Kevin, that's crazy. I mean, no way.
I knew you'd say that. I knew you would say that.
I do summer league games, and I watched his 10 fouls. There's no way we could have had that many fouls when I played. We have to keep it at 6 foul, and you're out.
Here's Ball after the Sixers pick up 2. The shot misses. Simmons with the defensive effort. And they pick up 2. He has 31.
These are big buckets. He's been instrumental in helping them try to close out this game.
And it's Holiday at the elbow. Yep, it counts.
One of the stronger guards in the league. Holiday will take it up inside any chance you give him.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Pelicans pull it in. Favors got rebound number 8 now on the night.
Having a shaky time from the floor, but his teammates have been picking up the slack.
Simmons against Ball. Ingram outside. Over Richardson. And he overshot that one, missing.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Can't get it to fall. Pelicans trail by 11. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Well, you know, he's the former 3rd overall pick out of Georgia Tech. Favors has made steady improvement, productive at the 4 and the 5 spot.
The Pelicans have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Favors. I saw this the other day, Steve. The NBA now helping to create the Basketball Africa League. 12 teams from across that terrific continent. I think it's pretty exciting.
It is. This is an incredible story. Great for the sport and great for the people of Africa.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Okafor comes in for Williamson. And Hart subbed in for Brandon Ingram. Now, here's Ball. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Hits the three-point bomb. Holiday's got it back down to single digits for the Pelicans.
I like over the last few years, Holiday's proven he can shoulder the scoring load. Doing exactly that tonight.
Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been terrific at turning turnovers into points. The 76ers #1.
And all those points off turnovers have been a huge bonus. I mean, that aggressive defense has also paid dividends at the offensive end of the floor.
New Orleans making a switch here. Moore's checked in. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. With the teardrop. Good work defensively by Horford.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Embiid trying to break loose. And the baseline jumper, no good. Here's Hart. Richardson covering. Now Ball. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. That one is good from Joel Embiid. Embiid's got 10 points in the game.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
And Ball being aggressive there with his penetration, seizing on any open space to get to the basket.
Richardson outside. Three-pointer. Pelicans pull it in.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
And the basket is good. And 12 points for Joel Embiid.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
And the rejection by Embiid.
I don't know how many shots he's missed this quarter, but they're going to have to find offense from someone else.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
Harris is checked in for Philadelphia. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Hayes, he's checked in for Derek Favors. Pelicans trail by 13. Moore passes to Okafor. Here's Hart, guarded by Embiid, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
Now here's Moore, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
That's what happens when nothing goes your way. You start to lose focus.
Here's Holiday, 19 points in the game. Beyond the arc. That's good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to just 6 points on the bucket from Hart.
Where was the D there? No one was covering the open man.
Puts it up from 15. They get it again. O'Quinn. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Brooklyn Nets. And then on Wednesday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat.
And guys, this is the kind of stretch of the schedule that you dream of. Winnable games at home against opponents you know you have a talent advantage over. It would take a lot for this team to not be successful over this stretch.
And fan heckling that crosses the line, Smitty. We saw the Utah Jazz ban someone for life. How can the NBA do a better job of protecting the players?
Well, Kevin, first of all, I think each organization, let's take our hat off to the Utah Jazz. They acted swiftly and quickly, and I love what they did. They banned the fan for life, and I think you got to get more of that. And also, I think, you know, as far as the NBA and also along with these teams, have some kind of pregame or, like you said, before the season start, just reinforcing and stating the rules.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the foul against Philadelphia.
And that's Holiday taking it right to the defense, being aggressive, drawing contact.
The Pelicans have made 10 of their 14 tries at the free throw line in the game.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And the first one drops.
And you know, Drew Holiday sometimes gets overlooked in the discussion of great point guards, but only because there's so much competition at that position.
All free throws good from Drew Holiday. There's a minute 47 left to play here in the third. Shot from 16. Connects. The jumper drops. He's got 34.
Just taking what the defense allows, and that's a shot he'll make all night.
And that one, good. Holiday's got 9 points now in the quarter. Here's Simmons. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Shoots it up, and he hits the jumper for 2. And the 76ers lead by 8.
This has been a tremendous quarter for him. Everything he puts up now looks like it's going in.
Now here is Holiday, and misses it off the right side of the rim. Pass to Harris from 11 feet away, and it's Ingram with the rebound. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the Pelicans. Puts it up from 12, and the shot is good. Ingram's got his first bucket of the night.
And Ingram hits these mid-range jumpers in his sleep. The defense can't allow him to get going from there.
Scott, good.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Now here's Ingram. D right on him. And he's got his first free throw of the game. And that one falls for Ingram.
And Ingram, the former Blue Devil, an extraordinary player who only promises to get better.
Ejuan Moore, he's checked in for Hart. Both good from the line that time. 20 seconds left to play in the third. The 76ers leading by 6. The dish now to Simmons. Launches a three, and that shot was up in time but doesn't go in.
And the long arms and legs of Ingram come into play on defense, bothering shooters with his hustle.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. 76ers on top, up by 6. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the fourth quarter going. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Okafor in its center.
At the line for your 76ers, number 35. Taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Good on both.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Holiday with it. High, arcing shot. Scott pulls it in. Scott's got his 5th rebound in this one. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Traps in the tray.
Well-conceived play. The pass is right on time. Tobias catches in rhythm. Difficult set to defend.
To the inside. Here's Williamson. Here's Okafor. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket.
Relentless on the offensive glass, and then you love the finish.
Taken away by Holiday. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. And it's Williamson missing. The 76ers leading by 9. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
With the combination of strength and size, Simmons throws it down with ease.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. And there's the pass to Williamson. That shot, no good. Nice D from Scott. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively. What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play.
And when he gets ahead of steam, you almost feel sorry for defenders. Ben Simmons, a combination of size, speed, and ball handling that can, at times, be unstoppable.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Horford comes in for Scott, and Josh Richardson subbed in for Harris. Second chance shot, and Horford with the lay-in. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds. Pelicans trail by 13. And here is Ball. Down low. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And now the Pelicans on the break. And stolen by Horford. And they're on the break. Here's Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he sees it.
And so here's New Orleans. And with his passing and driving ability, Greg, Simmons is like combining a power running back in football with a pinpoint passing quarterback. not much he can't do.
Kevin, a football metaphor is appropriate. Simmons grew up playing Australian rules football, and the physicality and quick thinking of that sport really reflected in his style of play.
Wasted no time on that one. That's 28 points for Drew Holiday.
This is where Holiday's really improved, working off ball and sinking jump shots.
Shooting for Philadelphia, Al Horford. Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. So Horford gets 2. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for New Orleans. 15-point game. Pass the ball. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And for all the drama surrounding Lonzo Ball's entrance into the NBA, one thing is for certain, he can play.
And Lonzo will always have the media attention, but the fact is he is a very talented player. His playmaking and passing was as elite as advertised from day one, starting to find his spots on how he can score for himself. But everything else with his game is what you'd want from an elite point guard. And this is one of the things they need to keep doing in the second half to get this win. Keep knocking down those free throws. They've been sensational here at the line.
No good on the second free throw.
Yeah, impressed with the work ethic of Ball. You can see a desire to want to be great, and he's going to continue to work on improving those weaknesses.
To the middle. Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut down to 12 on the bucket from Drew Holiday.
I mean, few guards absorb contact as well as Holiday. In fact, he often delivers as much punishment as he takes.
Ingram with the steal. Here's Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
At the line for your 76ers, Al Horford. 2 shots.
That's good from Horford. And Al Horford drops them both. And the Pelicans with possession here.
And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
Here's Holiday to the inside. It's tipped and stolen by Simmons.
And there it is on a night when he's been so efficient handling the basketball. That's his first real mistake.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Now here's Ball. Outside Holiday. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Deflects the pass. And the layup is good. And that's 10 points for Josh Richardson.
You talk about a guy who's added some strength over the years. Look at the hit Josh took, and he was still able to convert.
Ball against Simmons. Here's Ball. Shot clock at 6. The baseline J. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Horford's got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Pelicans trail by 19. Holiday, he feeds it to Williamson, and he gets it to go. Williamson's got 4 this quarter.
And Williamson, such a unique prospect from a physical standpoint, can get anything he wants in that paint.
At the line for your 76ers, number 35. Taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Tough. He's just so hard to keep off the foul line when he pushes the action. I love his activity here in the second half.
He's perfect from the line this time. Pelicans trail by 19.
Yeah, that one put them over the limit, and it's so early that if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
At the line for Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw. Good on the second free throw. Now here's Simmons. Now the 76ers with it. They're on an 11-3 run. Another miss by Philadelphia. Pelicans trail by 18. Ingram attacking. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
And the speed of Ingram is not easy to keep pace with, just blowing past whoever dares to try and stop him.
No good off the back of the rim. For New Orleans, they've gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth, right around 46-47%. They get it back. Favors, and the rejection by Embiid.
What I like, he hasn't stopped competing despite the off night.
And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Puts it up off the inbound, and Derek Favors pulls it down. Favors has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. 8 for 15 with that made basket, but he's not satisfied yet.
And this isn't going to stop Williamson. He's just too big, too strong, too quick.
Philadelphia moving the ball around. And the dunk by Williamson.
A little undersized at the 4, but he can get off the ground.
And the rejection by Favors.
The long reach of Favors have a real impact, especially when he leaves the ground quickly in time for blocks.
And Philadelphia calls time here. And another name included in that Anthony Davis trade, Brandon Ingram. Still a lot to like about his game.
Pairs up well with what the Pelicans are trying to do. Perhaps the biggest asset coming over to New Orleans could flourish in this system.
And with his game closing in on the final buzzer, let's take a look at our Jordan Player of the Game.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
He doesn't take over games like this very much, but it's always possible. And when he does, here at home, these fans love it. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. They get Derek Favors, and the first one at the line is good. And he makes both free throws. And here's New Orleans now. They're on a 13-4 run. Outside Holiday. Feeds it to Williamson. Up top, Favors. Guarded by Embiid. 4 on the clock. Favors finds Holiday. From deep. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid. Back to Richardson. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Ingram's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And he has to take that long.
So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Owen, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.
Hey, Jet here, man. When you got into that groove from a distance, I thought, uh-oh, here we go. Did you feel the same way?
You know, I didn't after the first one, but after the second one, I can feel the flow. And I think my teammates sense it too. They kept feeding me, encouraged me to keep firing until that bullet ran out, you know what I'm saying? But that's what we try to do here, man. Ride the hot hand no matter who's got it.
Well, you had it tonight, and they wrote it.
You guys have a pretty nice win streak going on, but I'm wondering if there's anything you can improve on. How do you keep pushing yourself when the team is finding so much success?
That's a good question, Patty. To me, my motivation is all internal. And I want to be the best player I can be. Actually, I want to be the best player in the league, to be honest. So, whether or not we're winning, that doesn't matter to me. I'm going to work on my game just as hard no matter what.
Great game, Jay. Can you talk about your performance beyond the arc tonight?
You know, tonight was one of those nights where you just feel like everything just was gonna go in. But I don't make those shots without my teammates setting me up, you know, hitting me right where I like it, and the coaching staff drawing up some good plays. It was just a really great team win across the board.